Welcome back everyone, bit of a late one. I've just watched Nigel Farage on his own channel talking about the acquittal of the police officer today in the Chris Cabba case. Nigel's got a lot to say, much of which I agree with, pretty much all of which I agree with. But this video is not about that, because this week the only news that all the politicians should be speaking about is the hideous, the unthinkable, the tragic death of Peter Lynch, a patriot, a hero, whose only crime was to shout at the police. Yes, he called them scum, but mostly he said, I pray for my children, I pray for my children. He kept saying it, I pray for my children. That was Peter's crime. For that he was found guilty of violent disorder. No violence involved, just words. Peter was sentenced to 2 years and 8 months in jail. But guess what? We all know now. It turned out to be a death sentence, a death sentence. There's a lot of questions around the death of our Peter, and Peter was one of us. We should never ever forget that. Nigel Farage, he was one of your own. He was one of ours. He was one of us. I'll have any money that you want to bet that Peter voted for you and for reform. Why are you not speaking up for Peter and his family this evening? I see Richard Tice had a little something to say about it, but called him a fool or something like that. I know that Isabel Oakeshott called him a fool. He wasn't a fool, he was a goddamn hero. Because he was speaking up where others were afraid to, and have been afraid to, and still are afraid to. Because we are now living under a government that puts you in jail, sends you to your death for speaking out and for praying for your children. Imagine that. Anyone watching this video right now, this is the UK in 2024. This is the tyrannical government that we are living under in the United Kingdom. They send you to jail and neglect you and allow you to allegedly take your own life in prison. Why was he allowed to do that? Why was he not on a special watch? The man was clearly unwell. He had proven health issues, serious health issues. But he was allowed to do what he did, allegedly. We still don't know the full story. There must be a public inquiry for Peter Lynch. He must never be forgotten, and the way that he was sent to jail and the reasons that he was sent to jail should never ever be forgotten and should never be forgiven. This government, this judiciary that politicised the problems that we had here in the summer with over harsh, horrible, hideous, draconian, over-the-top sentences for non-violent offences. Non-violent offences. Who else do you know? Do you know anyone that's ever gone to jail, let alone for 2 years and 8 months for calling the police scum and for praying for his children? Is there another case in the world outside the Soviet Union, communist China, places like that? And by the way, British governments have been very good and very quick over the years to go sending envoys and diplomats and appeals to anyone and everyone in jail in other countries that are so-called third world countries without a proper political system. Well, that's what we've become. That is what we've become. America, please stand up for us. Please stand with us. Vote for Donald Trump. Stand with your friends, your family, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters in the United Kingdom. We have fought off tyranny together in the past, and we must do it again. You guys need to vote for Donald Trump, and we need to vote this rotten, stinking, horrible government out as soon as we can, before there are more Peter Lynches. God knows, I could even be one of them. One guy was sent to jail in his country for anti-government rhetoric. What does that mean? What is anti-government rhetoric? That sounds like something out of communist China or North Korea. This is the UK in 2024. Peter Lynch, Nigel, why haven't you spoke up for him? Ben Habib, a true leader, a real man, has spoken up for Peter Lynch, and you should be doing the same. Why aren't you?